This fan is the only thing keeping me sane in this room of absolute heat. So we're not doing hats again. I'm sorry, okay? Just, they're all over there. Pick which hat you wish I was wearing and imagine it on me. Okay? Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about The Big Green. The Big Green is a 1995 theatrical release. It is written and directed by Goldberg, Sloan, cinematography by Ralf D Bode, editing by John F. Lincoln, the music is by Randy Edelman. I've covered everybody except Ralf D Bode in previous videos. They were listed and linked in the description. Ralf D Bode is best known for Dressed to Kill, Uncle Buck, Don Juan DeMarco, and The Accused. Okay, I have 15 names on this list, but I think 7 of them aren't technically stars in this film. I didn't want to gyp any of the team members, so I've decided that 7 of the names that don't really even have an individual shot or really a lot of speaking lines, I'm just gonna list in the description what they are, who they are, what they played, and what they're best known for, just so they're covered, but not covered with the main other 8, because these 8 are definitely bigger players than them, but I don't want to gyp the ensemble team cast. So those 7 that I'm not going to list are going to be in the description, so if you're interested in those 7, definitely go check them out. As for the rest, the film stars Olivia de Bode, Steve Guttenberg, Jessica Robertson, Anthony Esquivel, Patrick Renna, Bug Hall, Jordan Brower, and J.O. Sanders. Olivia de Bode plays Miss Anna Montgomery and is best known for Conan the Destroyer, Point of No Return, Rise of Skywalker, and Justice League Doom. Steve Guttenberg plays Sheriff Tom Palmer, and he is best known for 3 Men and a Baby, Police Academy, Short Circuit, and Cocoon. Jessica Robertson plays Kate, and she's best known for Tekken, the motion picture, She Fought Alone, Brute Force, and this. Anthony Esquivel plays Juan, and this is his only credit. Patrick Renna plays Larry, and is best known for The Sandlot, Son-in-Law, Dark Ride, and Ricky Six. Bug Hall plays Newt, and is best known for The Little Rascals, Baby Driver, The Stupids, and Skipped Parts. Jordan Brower plays Nick, and he's best known for Speedway Junkie, Teen Angel, Social Studies, and Forest Warrior. J.O. Sanders plays Coach Jay, and is best known for The Day After Tomorrow, Kiss the Girls, Revolutionary Road, and Edge of Darkness. They shot the film around Austin, Texas. It holds a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, although now when you look at it on Rotten Tomatoes, there isn't a critics consensus at all, which is interesting, but the source was good, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe it used to hold a 0%, and then Rotten Tomatoes was like, we stopped showing 0%, that's how, it's not nice. I don't know. It had a $12 million budget, and it made $17.7 million in the box office, which is terrible. That's so bad. It is coming to Disney Plus, but it's currently on HBO. I can't really argue with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. This movie is not good. It is very bad. If anyone out there likes The Big Green, please comment down below what you like about the movie. If it's a nostalgia thing for you, I'll understand a little bit, but if you have seen this film as an adult and you like it, I'm genuinely curious what you like about it, because it has nothing going for it, in my opinion. It tries so hard to be every kids sports movie that is good. Little Giants, it gives major Little Giants vibes, and Little Giants is awesome. It's so good. And even The Mighty Ducks is, we've established that I'm not the biggest fan of the Mighty Ducks, but I would watch the Mighty Ducks endlessly before watching this again. It's just not good. I think the film didn't dive deep enough into a lot of the kids' backgrounds. They dive a little bit into Kate and Juan's background, which is fine, but I mean just a little bit, and nothing really comes from those. Her dad is an alcoholic, and then just all of a sudden, after barely a confrontation between them, he wises up and comes to the soccer game. And then Juan's mother is an illegal immigrant trying to make her way, but her son is a citizen, and she runs away for a second, but the sheriff finds them and brings them to the game. There's almost no conflict. They have to, become a team and get good at soccer, but there's still, there's no conflict. Even, Miss Montgomery comes to this Elma, this small town where there's only 10 kids in class, and the kids are terrible. So to get them to care about school, she makes them start to play soccer by taking them outside, and they're so willing to do that all of a sudden. There isn't one kid that argues about not wanting to go outside and play soccer. It's just all the conflict is very oh, here's a conflict that might turn into something. Just kidding. It's already solved. And that's a huge problem. If you're doing a movie like this, there's got to be something wrong. Like, just all of a sudden, they all, like, love her. They're better at soccer. Then they love school, even though you never see them in the actual classroom again, improving. Just at the end, you find out they went from having the worst test scores to the highest test scores. Like, it's just so not well written. I'm sorry, Hayley Goldberg Sloan. It's just not well written at all. There are some painful stereotypes and some racism and sexism in this movie. I know I talked at length about these things, and I was just disappointed to see them kind of alive and well in this film, when we've had a couple films now that have been very aware and trying for political correctness, like Pocahontas and Man of the House. Even though it did have a little bit of offensive stuff, they were really trying to counteract it with a political correct message in the film. So, like, it wasn't perfect, but they were getting better. And then this film, I feel like, especially in the sexism department, was a little rough. I mean, Miss Montgomery played soccer in school and is very good at it, and somehow the sheriff just also becomes a coach and kind of a little bit the main coach, even though it's obvious she's the main coach, but you never really see her doing a lot of the coaching. You always see the sheriff doing a lot of the coaching, and I just thought that was really not okay and unfair, considering she was the one that played soccer and was very good at it and got the kids to be on the soccer team in the first place. And the only reason the sheriff was there was to try and get with the teacher, and then eventually, obviously, he likes doing it, but he was originally only there to try and get with the teacher. So it was just, like, kind of cringe and a little gross and not great. But those things aside, like, if you took away the, like, little bit of racism, the sexism, some of the, like, damaging stereotypes, the movie is still bad. It's still really badly written. It's so lazy. There's no real conflict happening. The villain is... Every character is, like, one-dimensional. They are what they are, and that's it. And it plays within the story, and then it's over. It is predictable. It is average when it comes to anything technical. It just isn't good. And I know I'm really laying into this film, but with other sports movies that have come out in the 90s so far that have done a better job, especially like Little Giants, even though it's not a Disney film. Little Giants, unless it is a Disney film, we just haven't gotten to it, but I thought that was 94. I don't know. No matter what, Little Giants and, like, The Mighty Ducks and The Sandlot, all these movies are very famous kids' sports movies, right? Sandlot, less ensemble kids' sports movie than Mighty Ducks or Little Giants, because then Sandlot's really just, like, not organized. The kids and the freaking dude with the dog and the, whatever. Darth Vader, Mufasa. But in Mighty Ducks, an ensemble is built, and it's a little less shallow than, like, Little Giants. Little Giants really dives into a lot of the characters and the heart of that. So it's like Little Giants is top tier, and then Mighty Ducks, and, well, Sandlot's in between Mighty Ducks and Little Giants for sure. Sandlot's great. But then all the way down on the ground we have this movie, because it's got so many movies to learn from that it just blatantly attempted and ignored at the same time. Sorry, I know I'm, like, standing on a soapbox about this movie, but it's just not good, and it could have been. I think I'm also disappointed in the lack of diving deep into the characters, because Kate was a girl with an alcoholic father, which is something I can resonate with. So the fact that it was done so shallowly, and then all of a sudden, snap, her dad's at the game, clean shaven, tucks his shirt in, he's all put together, it just rubbed me the wrong way. It was like, this can't... Okay, it's fine. It's not a very good movie, regardless of the issues it has. It's not well written by any means. It is the laziest, poorly written script. And I hate that I'm having to rip apart a movie that was written and directed by a woman. That sucks, but, like, it's just not good. That's everything I have for The Big Green. If you've seen this movie and you enjoy it, please down below tell me what you like about it, because I'm very intrigued to see what the appeal is of this movie to some people. My final rating is, believe it or not, a 3, but that is solely because the cinematography got a 5, because it was average cinematography. I gave the writing a 0 and the directing a 1. So check my breakdown down below, because 3 soccer balls out of 10 is a little generous, in my opinion. Our total movie count is. Parent death total and crack counters are the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Join my Patreon. Seriously, go do that. Celebration month is coming and there might be a surprise on Patreon about some celebration month stuff. So go do that. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and I'm sure you are, so you do, and don't be Coach J about it.